Since 1996, volunteers have managed and staffed Books Revisited bookstores. Readers can feel good knowing that, aside from walking away with a good book at a bargain price, they've helped provide health care for the patients of HomeHealth Visiting Nurses.
HomeHealth Visiting Nurses is a nonprofit home health care agency. We provide care to anyone who needs services, regardless of their insurance status or whether or not they have the money to afford to pay for the care that they need. The home setting is really beneficial for patients just for their comfort. They have a lot of support systems there, and it also is a really more affordable way to receive care. The same care that you can receive in the hospital or in a nursing home setting is a lot more expensive, a lot more costly than receiving it in the home. And it's beneficial from the nurse's end as well because they can really see the patient as a whole.
Adam is my 3-year-old son who, when he was a year and a half old, woke up paralyzed from the neck down. And at that point we had no idea what his prognosis was going to be, or, you know, was he going to walk again? Was he going to be able to play on the playground, you know, even feed himself and toilet himself? We just had no idea, just a bunch of waiting and seeing.
Since coming home from the hospital, Adam has received care from HomeHealth Visiting Nurses. And with that care, he has come a long way.
When he got out of the hospital, he wasn't doing anything. He could sit, he could walk if you held him, he could take steps with his legs. He didn't really have any use of his hands and arms at all. So that's where he was, and this is where he is now. He can walk, run, he can climb stairs.
He has therapy 5 days a week, and he works really hard to get muscle strength, to be able to do everything that a normal kid would do every day.
Because he's seen every day and the parents follow through with all his therapies, he's not left with joints that don't move. So that's great in his case.
In order to meet the great needs of their patients, HomeHealth Visiting Nurses relies on personal donations, grants, and a series of bookstores called Books Revisited. There, the bookstores act as fundraising opportunities for people to buy a book and support a patient's health care.
We have a very wide variety of books. There's hardcover, softcover, pretty much any genre you can think of. We have a lot of main authors. We have magazines, audiobooks, DVDs. Some of our locations carry puzzles, craft books, and we have a great children's section in all our stores.
The bookstores began back in 1996. They were started by a nurse who had a vision of the bookstores as a way for the community to kind of pool together their resources and work together to help patients who needed health care.
Books Revisited is always looking for book donations, volunteers to help spend some time in the stores, and shoppers to buy the books backed by a bigger purpose.
Funding support is critical to be able to provide the services that we do. Last year we provided almost $800,000 of charity and uncompensated care to the patients that we serve. So every little bit helps to help us do our job.
The biggest way to help us is to volunteer. Even 3 or 4 hours a week makes a big difference. And we like to receive gently read, good quality secondhand books. A lot of the services that our patients require, their insurance won't fully cover, and we're able to make up the difference through some of the money we raise at our bookstores.
A lot of these patients would otherwise have to receive care in an emergency room, and there's only so long, as you know, their emergency rooms and hospitals are full to bursting sometimes, and they can only do so much. So we really help bridge the gap with people who need services but don't have anywhere else to go.
There are 3 locations at this time, in Sanford, Biddeford, and Portland. The Portland store is the newest and has an especially heartfelt purpose.
The Portland Books Revisited, the money that we raise here is dedicated specifically to help children who are seriously ill and their families. The other 2 stores donate their proceeds to adult home health care.
Some of the pictures that you'll see around the store show actual patients that we've helped through the funds from this store.
And while Adam is one of countless patients who have benefited from HomeHealth Visiting Nurses coming into his home, the impact it has made on his life is everlasting.
HomeHealth Visiting Nurses were able to come into the home and help him to be able to be comfortable in his environment. They have been a blessing because without them I don't think we would be where we are today. You know, they are so in tune to Adam and what he needs and making sure that he's doing the right exercises, looking for changes, looking for different ways to do things to help him to be able to be more independent.
For more information on HomeHealth Visiting Nurses, log on to their website. It's homehealth.org. or there's a link on myfoxmaine.com.